Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our English Learning Podcast. I'm Alex, your English teacher. Hey, Emma, mornings can really set the tone for the day. How do you usually start yours?
And I'm Emma. Hi, Alex. For me, the first thing is always waking up at 7 o'clock. Then it's straight to brushing my teeth and washing my face, otherwise I'm half asleep.
That sounds just like a textbook routine. A lot of people also say, I get dressed, or I take a shower in the morning. Do you ever switch up your routine, or is it always the same?
Sometimes I change it up, like skipping a shower if I'm in a rush. But no matter what, I never miss breakfast. It's usually tea and bread around 8 o'clock, simple but keeps me going.
Tea and bread sounds cozy, and it's a great way to practice English sentences. Listeners, try saying, I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I have breakfast. These are so useful every day.
Repeating these really helps them stick. I remember when I first learned get dressed at first. I thought it was more complicated, but really, it just means to put on your clothes.
Now that we're dressed and full, what comes next for most people? Heading out, right?
Totally. For me, it's off to college at 9 a.m. I like saying, I go to college. It feels clear and simple. Some days, I swap the word and say, I go to school just to practice.
That's a smart way to get comfortable with both. And listeners, if you have a job, you can say, I go to work. It's so straightforward, even if you're new to English.
Honestly, when I started learning, I kept mixing up go to school and go to work. Now I just remember, school for studying, work for earning.
Exactly, little tricks like that help a lot. Let's practice again together. I go to school. I go to work. The more you say them, the easier they become. So after a busy morning, let's move into the afternoon. What usually happens for you once lunchtime rolls around, Emma?
Lunchtime is big for me. I usually eat at 1 p.m., then head back to class. On days when I can, I love taking a quick nap after lunch.
A nap after lunch sounds dreamy. For our listeners, a nap is just a short sleep, maybe 20 or 30 minutes. You might hear, I take a nap. It's super common.
I used to be confused by take a nap. Now it's part of my routine. I also check my phone or do a bit of homework if I have energy left.
Checking your phone is such a 21st century habit, and I go for a walk is another useful phrase for the afternoon. Sometimes a walk wakes me up better than coffee.
Honestly, a walk clears my head, especially after lots of studying. Plus, it's a great excuse to practice English by describing what I see outside.
That actually reminds me making simple sentences about your day is the best way to build confidence. Do you remember practicing out loud when you were learning, Emma?
All the time. I'd walk around saying, I have lunch, or I study in the afternoon. It felt silly at first, but soon it started to feel natural.
Feeling silly is part of the process, I think. The more you repeat, the more automatic it becomes. Listeners, try saying, I study, I check my phone, I go for a walk. Even simple sentences are a win.
Honestly, I still do this sometimes, especially if I learn a new word. It's like training your brain to think in English, one little step at a time.
Let's wrap up with something practical. Emma, if someone wants to talk about their routine in English, where should they start?
Start simple, just name the actions you do every day. Like, wake up, eat breakfast, go to work. Make a list and try putting them in order. It's like building your own story.
Great idea. And don't worry about mistakes. Even saying, I take a nap, or I do homework, is fantastic practice. Each sentence tells a piece of your day.
Exactly. You can even add tiny details as you get confident. Like, I brush my teeth at 7:15, or I eat bread with jam. The more personal your sentence is, the more fun it gets.
That's the spirit. So listeners, give it a try and talk about your day in English. Little by little, your confidence will grow, and soon, it'll feel as easy as any other language you use. As the sun sets and work wraps up, I always find evenings have their own special rhythm. What's the first thing you do when you get home, Emma?
Most days, I kick off my shoes right at the door, literally. Then I usually head straight to the shower. It's like washing away the day's stress before dinner.
I totally get that. A shower after a long day feels like pressing a reset button. After you're freshened up, what's next on your evening checklist?
Dinner for sure. But I like to make it cozy sometimes. I'll put on some music or sit down with family. It's a nice pause before winding down for the night.
That actually reminds me, when you're learning English, talking about evenings is a great way to practice. You can say, I have dinner, or I watch TV.
Mixing it up keeps things interesting too. For example, I might say, I listen to music, or I spend time with my family. It's fun to find little ways to change your sentences.
Definitely. Adding details like, I read a book, or I check my messages makes your routine feel more personal. Even brushing your teeth before bed is a good sentence to practice.
Exactly. Those small actions like I brush my teeth are part of everyone's routine. It's simple English, but it really helps you build confidence.
So, once you know these sentences, you can actually make a little story about your day. Have you tried that, Emma?
I did. Mine goes something like, I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth and take a shower. I get dressed and eat breakfast. Then I head off to college.
That's awesome. It's clear, makes sense, and sounds natural. Adding details about lunchtime or studying gives listeners a real sense of your day.
And it's easy to adapt. Anyone can make their own routine story, just string together short sentences. Speaking it out loud really helps too.
Funny you say that, because practicing out loud is one of the best ways to learn. Sometimes I'll even repeat my routine sentence by sentence, slowly.
Trying it in front of a mirror is my trick. Or, I'll record my voice and listen back. It's a bit awkward at first, but it shows you exactly what you sound like.
Love that idea. Hearing yourself helps you catch what you want to improve, and it boosts your confidence little by little.
And you don't need fancy equipment, your phone's recorder works fine. Plus, every time you practice, you get a tiny bit better.
After a few days of practice, you start picking up new verbs naturally, like wake up, brush, eat, go, and so on. It's all about making it a habit.
Absolutely, and using those verbs in real life helps a ton. For example, every morning I say, I wake up. Right before dinner, I say, I eat dinner. It sticks so much better that way.
That's the secret, using English in your daily life. Not just in class. Every little sentence adds up, and soon, it feels natural.
The more you do it, the faster you learn. Plus, it's satisfying when you realize you just explained your whole day in English.
Before we wrap up, I just want to encourage everyone. Try making your own daily routine story. It's a great first step, and you'll surprise yourself with how much you can say.
And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just keep practicing, say the sentences out loud, and have fun with it. You're learning a little more each day.
Thanks for tuning in and practicing with us. Keep using those simple sentences, and you'll see progress in no time.
We'll be back with more tips and stories soon. Until then, happy practicing and see you next time.